Hey guys, this reading is going to be for the sign of Pisces for January 2024. Keep in mind that these are just general readings and they will not resonate with all of you. Only keep the messages that resonate and discard the rest. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and also cross watchers. And take a look at all of your signs to get a clearer picture of what's going on in your life, guys. Also, all my readings are timeless, so regardless of the timestamp, whenever you hear the reading is when it's right for you. Alright. Let's see what's going on with my dear Pisces. Hope y'all are doing good out there. The new year has been rough for me so far, but it's not officially the new year, right? So we will see. I'm sure things will get better soon. Alright, let's see what's going on with my Pisces gang. Sorry it's taking so long, guys. I've been shuffling this deck for a minute. Even off camera, I was shuffling it for a long time. Alright. Okay, so I'm hearing that a lot of you are taking time to take care of yourself because of some kind of relationship that didn't work out, a really important relationship for you. It could have been a friend, but with the Two of Cups here, it seems more like it's some kind of a soul tie, like a soulmate. But I see that you're chilling right now. You're just like, no, I'm not interested in any relationship. I have to work on myself. So I think that is what Pisces has been doing lately, working on themselves. I see a lot of you like meditating, working out, swimming, like dancing, taking classes, things like that to help you unwind, help you better deal with your stress. And I hear you're just sitting pretty. You're not really interested in relationships right now, and that's funny because I think that's why the dating card came out in reverse like that, because you're not really interested in that anymore, not at the moment anyways. It seems to me like you were really influenced by whatever this relationship was back here. So for a lot of you, it could have been a big breakup that triggered this. I'm hearing like for some of you like an awakening. Others of you, it feels like you've put love on the back burner. Like you just don't, you feel like you don't have the, I heard, bandwidth to deal with another relationship or another person. I don't know. It sounds to me like a lot of you have been single for so long that you don't even know how to make room in your life for a new person, or for I keep hearing, or for a relationship of this caliber, of this closeness. You don't know if you're even able to do that again. That's what you eventually want. That is the goal. I'm hearing for a lot of you, that is the goal, to eventually become who you would want, right? So I'm hearing in my head that in order to attract what you want, you have to become what you want. So a lot of you are taking the time to heal like old wounds, old trauma, old relationship patterns, to welcome the new in. So that's good. That's great, guys, because that's the only way that you can change your life, your outcome. If we keep repeating the same behaviors, the same old things we've done all the time, then we're going to have the same outcome, right? So we have to start doing different things. And I'm hearing that a lot of you are, either taking some type psychology classes or reading books, because I'm seeing you guys like reading books. And I see a lot of you also getting a psychologist, or I also see like some of you like in some kind of group therapy, like a codependent group, or because I'm hearing why we love a-holes, right? So some kind of a group like that. Um, I don't know. It's like I keep hearing like this soul tie had so much influence over you for many, many years. And you just have to change a lot of the behaviors that you had with this person because the toxicity was just so high, and they've changed like your outlook on how relationships should be. You don't even know, you can't even trust yourself anymore with relationships. So you feel like you need to heal a lot of your trauma, a lot of your patterns, because you're starting to feel like you've never picked a healthy relationship. And now with this relationship that you had for a long time, I hear that a lot of you were with this person for a long time. They were in and out of your life. It was like a big tumultuous make up to break up kind of relationship, just very high highs and very, very low lows in this relationship. It was never like an even pace. It was like a lot of, I keep hearing like a love hate relationship with whoever you had a soul tie with. And the cool thing is that, Pisces, you're really okay with what happened. It's like you're finally moving on. For some of you, it might have been like a few years back that this happened to you and you haven't dealt with it. And I hear that you're starting to deal with that because you don't want to end up in the same kind of relationship that you were in before. You're taking this opportunity because I'm hearing that this person broke up with you or left you for someone else or something like that. And now you can actually look back and say that was a blessing in disguise. This person used to make you miserable, and you guys had some, like, I'm hearing that you guys had like some kind of a trauma bond, and you didn't, of course you loved them, but it was, trauma bonds are weird, right? You're not, it's just something that is hard to break. And it was very painful when this person left you because you didn't want to ever like leave this person. You had decided on this person. This is who you were going to be with for the rest of your life, and you were just willing to put up with whatever, until death do us part. Even though I hear that some of you weren't even married, and you were like giving wifey privileges, right, to someone that eventually left you for someone else. A betrayal that you're starting to see as a blessing, I heard. Of course, when it happened, it didn't seem like a blessing. It seemed like the worst thing that could have happened to you. But now you can look back and think, I actually was saved, right? You can't even be mad at them anymore because they actually did you a favor by leaving, right? And it's funny now. It wasn't funny before. Of course, it was super painful for you guys. But now you could look back and say, that was a blessing. This person would have made me miserable for the rest of my life, and you just couldn't see it because you were in it. You were in this relationship, and this person was really manipulative. So I'm not surprised that you stayed in this relationship for so long. But, this blessing in disguise of this person leaving you alone for someone else, it's like, you're like, good, they helped me get rid of the trash. I probably would have stayed there forever. They were so manipulative, and they were so evil. So, yeah. So because of this relationship, you want to make sure that you're healthy enough for your next relationship. You just want a totally different life. You want a totally different person. And I'm hearing that a lot of you are starting to read up like on the law of attraction and on raising your vibration. So some of you are also cleaning up your spiritual act, I heard, right? Getting closer to the universe or, whatever deity you believe in. Some of you are finding your way back to yourself through your beliefs. So although this was very, very painful, I hear that it brought you closer to, whatever you believe in, God, whatever you want to call it, spirit, the universe, God, or the higher power. It made you get closer. I feel it like intensely that this was very painful, right, when this person left you. But I am so glad that you could see that it's a blessing in disguise now, Pisces. It's all about perception. My oracle cards are always telling me that I need to change my perception. I need to change my perception. And this is a really good example of changing your perception about a situation that you thought was horrible, that you thought was the worst thing that had ever happened in your life. Now you look back and you're like, you know, you were saved. You were saved by the universe. You feel like you were literally saved, and you know that there's somebody out there for you, a perfect person. And it's funny that the 10 of Cups came up, right? Because that's fulfillment and happiness and just something better for you. And you believe that. You believe that it's like you're preparing yourself for your person. And that's great, guys. That's beautiful. But you're also healing yourself for yourself. You just want a peaceful, happy life. You don't want any of whatever this brokenness was with this past person. You feel like you've already learned all the trials and tribulations that you could have learned with that person. And yes, of course, you are dropping that old burden, of this person. And it's like one day, for those of you that are still kind of in it, right? Because I know that I can see a lot of you like suffering still over this person. So some of you might be a little bit behind on the timeline, but there's going to be a day that you're going to wake up and you're just like going to not see this person the same. So I'm telling you, it's a thing of perception, right? You'll change your perception as you start realizing who this person was, what they were doing, their manipulation, their games. And I'm telling you, this person was so good at manipulating you. I think that eventually you would have woken up on your own, but they did you a favor by leaving sooner, right? And it was time. It feels like you guys learned the lessons. Well, I know that you did. I know that you learned the lessons that needed to be learned. But this person, don't think that they're treating their new person. I heard supply. Don't think that they're treating their new supply like a princess or whatever. I'm hearing like a bunch of stories in my head that they probably post pictures online that they're the perfect couples. Like I'm seeing like a Christmas card with like matching pajamas and their kids all matching pajamas, but their home life is different than what they put online. So I wouldn't even worry about that, guys. About those of you that are still deep in it and see their new flame or whoever it is in their on their socials or whatever. I wouldn't even worry about that, because there's some kind of like, so it's just gonna come really fast for you guys. It's gonna be like night and day. Like one day you're gonna wake up and you're just gonna see what a POS this person was, right? And you're finally gonna have so much love for yourself, because it is about self-love, guys. You're gonna have so much self-love for yourself that you cannot even allow to let a person treat you this way ever again. It's not even a rule. It's just something that's necessary, right? You would never let anybody treat you this way. You look back now and you think about all the things that this person did and all the excuses that you used to make it okay, right? Because there was no other way to be with this person. It's cognitive dissonance, right? You can't be with a person, because we all have our own stories that we tell ourselves. Oh, I can't be with a bad person, right? So if this person is being bad, you have to make excuses for their bad behavior, because you don't want to accept that they're bad. So we kind of like gaslight ourselves. It's crazy, guys. It's a big old cycle, and I'm really glad that you guys got out of it. I feel strongly that you guys are still, a lot of you are still having like triggering, a lot of triggering because of the trauma that this person caused you. I'm hearing like a lot of trust issues or not feeling safe, kind of like it was just gaslighting to the max. Whoever this person was, they were like always on their, I heard, on their worst on their worst behavior with you. They weren't ever like, I heard polite. I don't know what that means, guys. Only you guys will know what that means in your story, but I'm hearing like they were never gracious or polite or sweet to you. In the end, they were just kind of treating you like whatever, like discarding you, or um when you would threaten to leave, they would try to like convince you to stay and you would end up staying. It was just a big cycle. I'm getting that story again about how it was a love and hate relationship. One minute you guys are loving each other on those really, really high highs, and then on the really low lows, the relationship would get really, really bad. So a lot of you are still thinking about those things. You still have dreams and you still get triggered. I know some of you have tried to start dating because I feel like a lot of you are using it as a distraction, because it is painful to deal with all these emotions of this person, betraying you and leaving you for someone else after I'm hearing that you were with them for so many years and treated them so good, right? That wifey privileged behavior that you gave this person that they did not appreciate. You're like really angry about that. Um, and I also hear that a lot of you have like nightmares about the things that went down. A lot of you wake up in the middle of the night. Some of you have are having a hard time getting used to sleeping alone. Because a lot of you lived with this person. They were your significant other for a really long time. And I'm hearing again that thing about how you were only able to get through this through the grace of God, right? Or, like I said, like I mentioned before, whoever you believe in, you feel strongly that if you hadn't surrendered to a higher power, that you wouldn't have been able to make it through this. It was like a really painful, arduous, like lesson that you had to learn with this person, and the pain that you felt when they left. I mean, you couldn't even function. You barely made it, and it was a very, very hard period in your life. So it brings me so much happiness that you guys got past that. You guys got across that threshold. You guys are becoming exactly, the phoenix rising from the ashes. You thought you were done for. You thought that you were never going to be able to get back on your feet, that you would never be able to live without this person. Just the thoughts that I'm hearing, guys. That's why I'm so proud of you guys. But like I said, a lot of you are already past this and you're seeking to heal yourself. And a lot of you are already past this. And I hear that, I'm hearing that thing again, that you're just sitting pretty, just observing people. For those of you that are already dating, I hear that you're observing people and seeing what kind of people you attract or what people you let in your life. I'm hearing that some of you feel like that's a good gauge of what level of I'm hearing what vibration you're on. I'm hearing wow, I'm hearing a lot of things. I've never heard that one before, guys. That's a good one. That you like rate your vibrational, how high your vibration is by the kind of persons that you're attracting. That's a really good idea, guys. Yeah. And you guys have been attracting like better quality of person, because I hear a lot of you are just dating, just to see what options are out there, to see what's up, because you've never, I hear that some of you guys got together with this past person like when you guys were really, really young. So you never really got to date. So now you're going to date and see, what kind of things you do like, what you don't like. It's like you have to retrain yourself, guys, right? Because you were in that toxicity for why I keep hearing that thing that they got you really, really young. So they like molded your personality in a way. They like what's the word I'm looking for? Not trained you, but almost, right? They molded you in a way to make them happy. Just to have you act in a way that I hear that they love the way that you will like worship them. They love the way that you love them. But that person was like all about status. I'm hearing that they left you like for money. For a person with like more money. I'm hearing that for some of you, and it's gonna be different for all of you. That might just be a message for some of you. Um, that's also some kind of nightmare that you've been having about how they left you for someone that you believe is not. I heard in my head they look like a foot. So I get it now that I heard that in my head, guys. So you feel like this person is like so beneath you, and it's just because they have like a lot of money, or they come from money, or they're like some, I heard, trust fund baby, something like that. And I heard that the person that you were with was a clout chaser. So it was super important to them to get a person like this, because they really, really wanted the money. They didn't really care about real love. And that's what you had to offer them. So, like I said before, guys, it was a blessing in disguise. And for those of you that are just breaking up with this person, know that eventually one day you will see this as the best thing that could ever happen to you, even if right now you don't. Okay? So just keep that in mind. And things take times, guys. And don't let anybody tell you how long you should take to get better, or to start dating again, for those of you that want to heal yourselves completely before you start dating again. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's been a year, you should be over it, because no, we all have our own timelines. We're going to get over things and assimilate things as we please, as it feels comfortable to us. If it takes years, it takes years, right? That's what we need to do. Everybody has their own journey. So take your time to heal, Pisces. If you're still like in the early stages, and or even midway through healing, and of course right now you don't know if you're midway or you're at the end, right? But I feel like you're at the end. You're very close to healing something inside of you that this person was meant to heal. It's like they came in. I'm hearing this story about how you shouldn't have been with this person for so long. The lesson just couldn't be learned. It's like the the universe had to rip this person from your life because you couldn't do it for yourself. So because of the pain, right? Because of the pain that you didn't want to experience. And I totally get it, guys. That pain is like super intense, and you literally feel like you're not gonna make it, right? And it's great. I can feel your emotions, Pisces. I can feel how happy you are, how relieved you are, how you've made so many vows to be a different person, to never let anybody do this to you again. I'm hearing to fool you, to I'm hearing a lot of things about how you're never going to let anybody treat you like this. And that's a vow to you like made to yourself. And that's great, guys. But, don't fret, guys, for those of you that are still in the middle of it. You're going to get through this, okay? Let's see. Let me go ahead and take out one more card and close out the reading, guys, because I'm already at 23 minutes. I don't want to make this too long, guys, but let's see what else Spirit wants to say with the last card. It's exactly, right? All of this was divinely guided. And I think the connection that the card is talking about is the card, excuse me, is the connection that you have with the divine, right? Or God, or, whatever you want to call, a higher power out there. I feel like, all this pain and suffering and all these lessons brought you closer to your higher self, to a higher power. And I feel like you're stepping on a different life, and you want it so bad. You want your life to be different. You felt like this person had you like in a cage, and you weren't allowed to like look outside. It's really weird what I'm seeing, guys. Like this person had you all wrapped up or something, or They wouldn't let you go out, or they just made it such a hassle to go out that you stopped going out. It's like they only wanted you at home. It's like and I keep seeing you in a cage though, right? I keep seeing you like in a glass cage, or just somewhere where nobody else could see you. It's like this person wanted you all to themselves. So I'm seeing a lot of that. And I'm also seeing that everything is exactly how it was supposed to turn out, guys. I know that I said that this was a relationship that was supposed to heal something inside of you that needed to be healed in order to become a better person to, match with your soulmate. And I keep hearing about how some of you had to repeat the lesson over and over, right? It wasn't supposed to be repeated so many times for some of you, but it's going to be different for a lot of you. It doesn't matter. We all learn our things on a different timeline, right? And um, the important thing is that you learn the lesson and you assimilate it. And the connection that you have now with the divine is so powerful. And that is, for a lot of you, I think that is your main goal right now, to connect with your higher power and be the best you can be, to attract the best partner that you can. I keep hearing that over and over in my head, how that is your goal, to be healthy, to be a better person, not just to attract a partner, of course, but to be a better person, to leave a mark on this world, I hear. So a lot of you are like out there helping like the less fortunate, or just helping everybody in some way, right? Whatever your talent must be. I'm hearing like some of you sing, some of you write books or poetry, but I hear like something that touches people's soul and their hearts. And now with you being this much closer to the divine, you feel like you're finding your purpose. Wow, that's amazing, guys. I really love that message for you guys. All right. Well, those are the messages I have for you, my dear Pisces. I hope that helped you guys. And I want to tell you guys that I am so honored and so blessed to be able to connect with so many of you. And I am so glad that you guys are here, and you guys are here to listen to all these messages to try to make your life easier and better, and for us to all level up, right, to who we are meant to be. All right, guys. Well, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for having my back, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.